Hello everyone, my name is Adrian Cruz. Welcome to the second episode of Hive Mind, a Lexington Senior High School original podcast where we will do a deep dive into the mind of some incredible Yellow Jackets here on campus. This week's guest is Violet Shaw, an 11th grader here at Lexington. Violet and I are both SparkNC ambassadors. I am currently enrolled in SparkNC, and Violet has completed her SparkNC High Tech Learning Accelerator credit last semester. Today I'll be interviewing Violet about her SparkNC journey, providing viewers with some additional information about what this program has to offer for students here on campus. Violet, thank you for joining us today for the second episode of Hive Mind.
Thank you for having me.
With these questions, the first question, can you describe SparkNC for the students who may not be familiar with the program?
SparkNC is a program where students are introduced to a self-paced learning style that's basically introducing them to a wide range of technology and specifically like things like cybersecurity and game design and other things like that. But it also teaches like if you prefer to do self-paced or if you like to stick to a schedule.
Okay. For students who are curious about but hesitant to join, what would you say to convince them to try to join SparkNC?
I would tell them that a lot of people who are hesitant that I've met it's mostly they're worried about grades or their GPA. Spark doesn't affect, you don't have a grade, it doesn't affect your GPA, you don't have to worry about any of that. It's just what you want to do and it's at your pace. So you don't have to worry about anything like that and just go with the flow.
Okay. Why do you think programs like SparkNC are important for high school students, especially in today's fast-paced, technology-reliant society?
SparkNC is definitely important because for me, it's taught me working together and working by myself. I've had a lot of experience like talking in front of other people or talking on Zoom with other people. It's also a really good opportunity for people to explore what they're interested in, and it's offering a wider variety of like job opportunities and internships and things like that if you're interested in tech and that's what you want to go into, or if you're just curious about it.
As someone who's completed their capstone project, what advice would you give me and other students?
When I did my capstone, I didn't realize this, but you're supposed to like check in with your capstone after and like in between each unit. I had already completed my units when I started my capstone project, but I still had all of my work. So I think the most important thing is keeping up with all of what you've done and making sure you have it if you need it.
Now that you've finished SparkNC, how has it helped you in terms of future opportunities like internships, college plans, and networking?
So I've definitely gotten to do a lot of networking. I've met with people at Spark, and I've also gotten to go to a few places and do a few things that have really boosted how I view Spark. And it's also like there are probably a lot of really good internship opportunities with it. I got to do District C, which is where you help a company come up with a solution to a problem they have, which was a very good team building opportunity I got to do. It's also, like I said, if you want to do something in technology, this is a really good way to learn more about it or learn what you would like to do. So it's really useful in a lot of ways.
Okay. Could you give us more of a deep dive on what like District C had to offer and how you can like join that program?
So District C, I'm pretty sure just anybody in Spark can sign up for it. You have a opening where you'll be meeting everybody in your team, and then you'll be introduced to your company and what problem they have that you guys will be creating a solution for. And eventually you'll work with your team for a few weeks and then get to present your idea to the company and meeting with them a few times, and it's just a really good way to learn how to work with a team and work with like companies, and it would be a good internship possibility.
Outside of school, what are your hobbies and interests?
I'm really interested in art, so most of the units I did were like the game designing and like the user design or the coding with art. I also really like forensics, which using the technology with that, I have been looking into forensic technology, which is definitely one of the career paths that I would like to learn more about.
Who are some people in your life that have had a positive influence on you?
Definitely Mr. Beamer. But my mom has been very supportive of me throughout my Spark experience. And a lot of the people who were in my class and who I met through Spark have had a really good impact on me.
Violet, once again, we would like to thank you for joining as our guest on the second episode of Hive Mind, a LSHS original podcast.
Of course.